Hello viewers, here is an iMicro 104 key wired USB keyboard. This was a keyboard that came with something else I bought. I really don't remember what it was anymore. But it was one of those scenarios where there was an auction lot for sale and it had one item that I wanted and several others that I didn't. And it was cheaper to buy the auction including the item and all the other items I didn't want than it would be to buy the one item I wanted by itself. So I went ahead and I bought the whole lot, and I used the one thing that I wanted, which I believe was a desktop computer. I want to say it was a ultra small form factor Optiplex. And this keyboard, along with the other pieces from that auction, I put in the closet and I said, one day I'll find a use for these things. So there they all sat for, I don't even remember how long. And then the other day I was digging through the closet and I saw this again. And I thought, I think I know where I can use this keyboard. When I first got the keyboard, I opened it up real quick and I saw that it had keys that actually had a reasonable travel distance to them. It wasn't one of those ultra thin keyboards, which is usually what you find today. So I didn't really look at it beyond that. I found that very interesting, but I have better keyboards that I can use. For instance, this one here. So I just put this one aside, not thinking I would really have any use for it. But this computer in the bedroom, I use it almost always at night before I go to sleep. I'll play some videos or listen to music or what have you. And everybody else is usually already asleep by then. So I try to keep the volume relatively low. And of course, if I'm typing something on a loud mechanical keyboard, it's hard to keep the volume low and still actually hear the media. So when I saw this in the closet, I thought perhaps this would be a better keyboard to have in the bedroom. So I took it out and I opened it up and I started examining it, and I discovered this keyboard is 100% unusable to anybody that knows how to touch type. So needless to say, this keyboard will not ever be used because it's got a serious design flaw. So let's take a look at this keyboard. It's got some ridiculous claims on the front. Ergonomic and durable design, tactile key switches, stylish 104 wired USB keyboard. And the only thing that's actually true about that is the fact it's a 104 key wired USB keyboard. The rest of that is absolute baloney. On the back, made in China. Ooh, China. Made in China. We have the specifications here. They're claiming that you can press the buttons 500 million times. I don't believe that at all. And then the compatibility here I had to laugh at. We have Windows 98, Windows 95, Windows New Technology, Windows Me, Windows 2000, Windows XP, Windows 8, and Mac OS. Now, obviously, if they had a Windows 8 when this came out, they already had a Windows 7, and Windows 7 is perhaps the most widely used version of Windows at the time of this keyboard's production. So the fact that they skipped over Windows 7 is absolutely ridiculous, and just goes to show what a bunch of baloney this brand actually is. I don't know if this is just a name or an actual company. Like I said, I've never heard of it before. Oh, there's their website. Interestingly enough, they have a website. Well, let's go to it just out of curiosity here. See what their deal is. Their website is, easy enough, iMicro.com. And they don't seem to exist anymore. Oh dear. Yep, okay, so whatever this company was, it was very short-lived. So anyways, back to the keyboard, and I think you're going to see why it was very short-lived momentarily. Let's go ahead and open this up, and if you know how to touch type, you will see immediately what the problem is with this keyboard. If you don't, it may take you some time, but either way, here's the keyboard, And you can see the keys actually have a relatively good travel distance to them for a modern keyboard. It's got the feet on the bottom so you can stand it up. Now it has a sticker up here. I'm guessing this is a date code 3/2017. I thought I had got this years ago, but truth be told, the memory's not that good, and maybe I got it very recently. I don't know. Oh man, these things are really cheap. Well, anyways, here it is, and I mean, it doesn't feel good. You know, it's not a real keyboard, but for the minimalistic typing that I do in the bedroom, the occasional email and sentences in the messages program, well, I forget what it's called at the moment, but it would suffice, and it's relatively quiet, so it would solve the noise issue. And then I looked at the enter key. I said, gee, that's kind of a weird design. I haven't seen an enter key like that in years. Well, there's something very wrong with the design of the enter key. A larger enter key like that is not unheard of. I actually have another keyboard here, which I'll get out now. Should have got this out prior to the video. But I have another keyboard here, which is very old. But it has this bigger style enter key. Now, if you notice, JKL : apostrophe enter. This is, although the key is a different shape, it still follows the standard touch typing pattern. Same thing with this keyboard, JKL : apostrophe enter. Well, this doesn't go JKL : apostrophe enter. It goes JKL : apostrophe slash and bar. Now, what in the world? I can't, that is absolutely mind-boggling to me that a company would produce a keyboard, which is a standardized item that's had the same arrangement of the keys for 50 years or more, like this. Because anybody who knows how to touch type is going to be going like this and go enter, 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 and it's not going to type what they want. So, in my opinion, this keyboard is 100% unusable. Ridiculous design. I cannot believe they made it like that. It's just appalling. I would never install a keyboard like this into any kind of an office environment, because there's a lot of people nowadays that are learning how to touch type, and this would drive them up the wall and through the roof. Now, another anomaly about this keyboard is we have a GR key. I'm not really sure what that is. I couldn't tell you. I've never seen that before. But anyways, now that we know the keyboard is totally unusable, worthless, ridiculously designed, and just plain old dumb, might as well plug it in and see if it works. Because quite frankly, its few moments here on the video is the only typing this keyboard will ever do. At least for me. Maybe I'll give it to somebody who doesn't know how to touch type and they won't know the difference. Okay, they put two tie wraps right next to each other. That is totally unnecessary and a waste of resources and a waste of my time having to undo it. iMicro strikes again. All in the same video. Alright. Go ahead and plug this thing up here. Well, it's got a decent length of cord, I'll give it that much. This is, I don't have a ruler in here, but it's a decent length of cord. That's not bad. Alright, I'll go ahead and plug this in here. And let's see what it does. Well, that's certainly interesting. The caps lock is controlling the other keyboard as well. And it does, it is illuminating. Those lights are so dim they can hardly be seen. looks like the other keyboard controls this caps lock as well. That's kind of interesting. I don't know if that's standard operation of keyboards or not. I really can't think of any other scenario where I've plugged two keyboards into the same computer. But anyways, it's powered up. Let's go ahead and do some typing. Some dreadfully non-touch typing capable typing on this ridiculous keyboard. It's going to open on the other screen, of course. Yeah, this is terrible. Yeah, I keep going to hit enter and I hit this other key. Not good. It actually looked like it typed two L's there for whatever reason. How do we zoom this in here? Zoom. Page width. There we go. Well, needless to say, I mean, that's just ridiculous. It works. It works okay, but the enter key is not what it should be, and I'm not going to be typing slashes every time I want to hit enter. So, I don't know. This is ridiculous. What a stupid design. I want to see if I can find this keyboard on Amazon or any other. See, here we go again. I want to go enter, and I got a stupid slash. .com. No, it just happened again. Now we got a parenthesis. iMicro keyboard. No, see, it just hit Y twice. I think this is a double pressing keyboard. Enter, 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 enter. Oh, I really don't like this keyboard. I guess they are still around. Well, look at the ratings. Let's see what this has to say. Make this a little bit bigger here. 5 customer. Yeah, we got that crazy enter key. Don't waste your money on this keyboard. The space bar sticks a lot. Doesn't even work at all. Okay. The mouse started randomly double clicking. I would single click. Super frustrating. That doesn't mention the keyboard. The mouse of the keyboard does not. The keys stick. Well, this. I don't seem to have a sticking issue here. Numerous amount of backspaces between words. What does it even mean? When I got this guy, I was able to find the spacebar. Doesn't even work. Okay. Backlit would imply you can see the numbers and letters in the dark. This is not the case. I'm not quite sure how it's not the case, but whatever. I mean, the spacebar is an absolute nightmare. It sticks like crazy. All you can lose your spacebar. Huh. So none of them actually mention the stupid enter key. See, this one has a weirdo enter key as well, but this is the standard weird enter key where it goes over and it goes up and just replaces the other slash key. So that one is fine. Let's see here. None of these have very many reviews. This one has a lot of reviews, but it's the same thing. Oh, wait a minute. Is this the actual keyboard? No, it's 107. Well, whatever. I can't seem to find it. Well, why don't we try typing the model number in? There we go. What an idea. iMicro. What was the model of this piece of junk? KB-US. Ironic, it's made in China. 9821. Here we go. One customer review. The left shift key don't register unless you hit them close to the middle. Well, that's not my complaint, but that's ridiculous. Well, anyways, maybe I'm the only one that this bothers. I find that hard to believe. But, yeah, I think this keyboard is outrageous. It's an outrageous product with an outrageous design, and I will put it in the closet and probably never find a practical use for it, other than to make videos, because I honestly didn't think this would be video worthy. It's just a regular old keyboard, but no, it's video worthy because it's that ridiculous.